Hello guys, it's your girl Proslove here with another video, and today I'll be telling you more about myself. It's going to be a Q&A session. Here with me is a friend who unfortunately you will not be able to see today, but maybe as time goes on you will be able to see her. She's just a YouTuber just like me, but unfortunately you will not see her today. So guys, let's go through it as you come to know more about Proslove.
So what's the first thing you did when you woke up this morning?
The first thing I did this morning, just like any other day or just like any other human being, is wake up, have a small session with God, just a short prayer, got out of bed, brush my teeth, lay in my bed, take breakfast, and off to work.
As a Ugandan living in Kenya, what's the best thing you can describe about this beautiful country, Kenya?
Oh my goodness, Kenya is indeed a beautiful country, I would say. I've been here for over 8 years and I must say it's indeed a beautiful place. I've come to get so many friends. I've come to get to know so much about a country in particular. Apart from Uganda, maybe where I grew up, Kenya is blessed with so many things that maybe I may have not gotten to know if I were still staying in Uganda. One of the things that I love about Kenya, apart from the people being friendly, the food here is a bit different, but I mean, as time went on, I came to love it. In Uganda, ugali is not our food, I would say that, but I mean, for the past 8 years right now, Prosy cannot stay 2 days without ugali.
So tell me more about yourself. How can you describe yourself?
That is a tough one, but I would say Prosy is just a down-on-earth girl. She's outgoing, friendly when need be, tough when need be.
So,
apart from that,
okay.
I know who God is. Prosy is a Christian. I would say, you can say that proudly, a born-again Christian for that case.
So what's the difference between Kenya and Uganda when it comes to lifestyle?
Lifestyle, I don't find much difference when it comes to lifestyles, because given the fact that we are all Africans and we are bordering each other, so I don't find so much differences apart from maybe the languages and what have you, but I don't find anything very unique.
One word you can describe Uganda.
Uganda is indeed a pearl of Africa.
Okay, so what's the biggest impact that Kenya has had on you?
Kenya, kupiga magoti. I don't do that anymore.
So what's the best childhood memory that you have till date?
Well, if you have watched my previous videos, I talked more about some things that happened to me during childhood. So maybe I would say go back and watch my videos to come to know about them.
Okay, so let's talk about YouTube for a bit. How's your journey so far?
Well, as a new YouTuber, I would say it's challenging. Even to get just a single subscriber is challenging. So YouTube is not for the short or faint-hearted people.
Okay. So what type of content do you create on YouTube for those who might have come for the first time across your channel recently?
Okay, Prosy's content on YouTube is all about her lifestyles, her everyday routines, nothing more, nothing unique, just her and her lifestyle schedules, everyday schedules, something like that.
So what's your favorite time of the day?
My favorite time of the day is I would say maybe when is my favorite time of the day? Break time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you ever faced any challenges when it comes to content creation on YouTube?
Yes, just like any other, I believe any other YouTuber has gone through it. It's challenging when you're just a new YouTuber, coming across, recognizing, realizing the kind of content that you want to bring out is so much challenging. Today you'll come up with something different, tomorrow you find yourself in a different niche. So yeah.
So have you ever felt discouraged or feel like giving up on your channel at some point?
It has happened. And I believe for those who have been following me for some time must have come across my unavailability for some time. I've not been available for quite a month or something. I had almost given up, but anyway, here I am.
So which one do you prefer, sneakers or flat shoes?
Both.
Okay.
Depending on the occasion.
So what scares you the most?
Ooh. What scares me the most? A woman.
Why?
A woman is the greatest enemy to a woman.
So what's the biggest misconception have you ever had about yourself?
Well, most people find me rude, which I believe I'm not. I don't know, at times most of my friends tell me my tone is kind of, it sounds rude, but when you come to get to know me, I mean, I'm not that rude.
So where do you see your channel in the next 6 months' time?
I've come back with a lot of determination, so I believe I'm seeing myself at a certain level, way better than now.
So which one do you prefer, noodles or spaghetti?
None.
None. Are you
I don't really like wheat.
Are you a vegetarian?
I do vegetables, but I'm not a vegetarian.
When you go into your closet, which item do you look at and you regret ever purchasing that item?
Well, if you had asked about my shoe rack, I'll tell you there are certain heels I regret purchasing.
So are you a diet person or you just go with what just comes along your way? Which one do you prefer?
Everybody deserves, or let me say everybody prefers diety, but if I'm hungry and there's something to eat, I go with it.
Okay. You sound to be a very private person when you put your content out there. Do you feel at some point you'll feel the pressure of bringing your family life into the public eye? Do you see yourself at some point involving your family in content creation in your channel?
Well, I'm not so sure about that, but maybe time will tell. I'm just running with the flow.
Okay. In terms of branding and corporates recognizing your brand, if a brand approaches you and the deal is too sweet, and on the other side you're trying to weigh that, you're not feeling the vibes of that brand, would you consider taking the deal because of the money, despite looking or protecting your brand? Will you trade your brand for the money?
No. Honestly, I believe everyone is out there looking for something to put on your plate, but then when it comes to branding like selling your brand off for a certain amount, this is something that is a short-term thing. Your brand, you can stay with your brand for quite a long time. So I believe I'll protect my brand.
Okay. So what would you tell someone who is seated somewhere watching you, who wants to open a YouTube channel? How would you encourage such a person?
Okay, I would tell them, just like I've also been told before, or just as I've also been watching some other YouTubers tell us, new YouTubers, that the time is now.
Okay.
regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what you don't have, as long as you have the camera with you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to afford an iPhone. You need to have those great lights or what have you. The time is now.
So what's the worst advice you've ever had from a fellow YouTuber advising content creators and their following on YouTube?
Okay, I wouldn't say that it was a bad advice, but I would say a misconception. This is where you find so many YouTubers advising, or not necessarily advising, but telling new YouTubers invest in great cameras before they can actually come out and create that content that which they have. But with me, I would say that maybe someone, if you really feel like you want to open that YouTube channel, you start with what you have. But if you have the cash with you, I mean, everyone needs something great, so go for it. So guys, the session is done. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, just give it a thumbs up, and a warm hug. Thank you so much.